everybody. Today is Wednesday, November 27th. It's 8:06 a.m. and I got an offer from Uber Eats to go to 7-Eleven and some other place. I'm going to get $17.07 for 6.5 miles. I don't know what the other place is. Let me try to look it up here and see what the other place we're going to is. Oh, Eggworks. So it'll be 7-Eleven and Eggworks, and we're delivering to the same customer. So now I'm pulling into 7-Eleven, and I think I'm gonna park at the gas pump because there's a lot of cars parked at the regular parking spot. All right, let's go in. You're welcome. All right, I got the 7-Eleven part of this order, and it's kind of wacky. The customer wanted to pick up a small bottle of orange juice for themselves. And it doesn't even make sense. It's like, why would you just order a bottle of orange juice from 7-Eleven and then place an order for food at a breakfast place? It doesn't even make any sense. There's no logic to what they're doing. Oh well, go figure. That's people. See if I can make this U-turn. These cones. Oy, oy, oy. 3 minutes, 1.2 miles until we get to Eggworks, and the timing is perfect with these lights today. Just perfect. Come on, lights, let's go. I got stuff to do. I gotta get stuff done. Yeah, it's a cloudy day. There's no forecast for rain, but you never know. And it's early. It's only 8:11, and this is a good one. So maybe I'll be done early today. That'll be nice. I'm trying to get to my goal of $50. And yesterday was a good one. Yesterday I made $70. So maybe today people will be generous because it's the day before Thanksgiving, and they feel like being generous. So we'll see what happens. And temperature's 59 degrees, and it's just cloudy. It's cloudy, and there's just a light breeze. It's not windy, it's just light breeze. And I don't know how crowded it's going to be at Eggworks. I wouldn't think it would be crowded. It is Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. I can't imagine many people are going to be tanking up on heavy breakfast food the day before Thanksgiving. So that's my guess. And the lady inside of 7-Eleven, she's an oddball. She likes to sometimes make conversation with you, and then other times she just likes to be abrasive. So it just depends on her mood. You never know what to expect. She's a real bag of tricks. And I think that she wanted to talk to me about the orange juice and how funny it was that the person ordered just an orange juice from 7-Eleven. So she started off with her, hold on a minute, this is going to be a really big order. And I said, oh yeah, I bet. It's just an orange juice, right? She's like, and then she didn't respond back. Like she had her own, like, I don't think she's real good at conversation. I think she had her own, like, setup of what she was going to say, and I threw her off when I responded. So then she got quiet, and I was like, yeah, it's just an orange juice. And then she tried to continue on what she was going to say. Like, she had a pre-programmed speech she was going to do for that one orange juice. And I think I threw off her her whole spiel that she was gonna tell me about this delivery. So I blew it for her, and then it threw her off, and I just took the orange juice and left. And there was a girl ahead of me, and she was making a long conversation with her about her whole life story. And I was like, "Oh Lord, hurry up and tell the cashier your life story so I can get my turn and move on." And she's a young girl. I think she was just trying. I'm sure in her mind, she feels like she's trying to brighten up people's day because they're so routine and mundane in what they do. So she tries to bring a little bit of cheer to people everywhere she goes. And that's the thing about young people. They see the sourpuss look on all of us old people, and they somehow feel like just by making friendly conversation, it's going to cheer us up. When the reality is for us old people is that we're just in a hurry. We just want to hurry up and get stuff done that are chores, and we really don't even want to be distracted. We just kind of want to get the day over with so we can get back home to our lives. And if we're in a good mood, we're in a good mood. And if we're not, we're just not. And that's all there is to it. All right, I'm pulling up to Eggworks. Let's hope this order is ready to go. So, I'm picking up for Joe D. Hey, we got it. We are ready to go to drop this off. Thank goodness. It was not ready. I was in there for probably 8 minutes waiting for this food. And I finally got it. And now I'm just trying to figure out what's the best way to get out of here. The best route to take. Maybe I should make a left here. I think it wants me to make a left on Sunridge Heights. So I don't know how bad the traffic is, but this is a pretty safe place to turn normally. The only bad part is that usually there's a lot of cars at the light. Oh no, there's nobody over there. Of course, I have to time this right. If I time it wrong, there'll be a whole bunch of cars at that light, and I won't make the light. So let's see what happens. I made it. I'm through, and I don't think there's anybody there. It's all clear, which is excellent. So yeah, I was just sitting there for the longest time. I told the guy who was at the host station who I was there to pick up for, and he went to go check, and they said it's not ready. So I had a seat, and then it was real slow in there, and the guy, the cashier, and 2 other coworkers were having a conversation about their childhood and their whole background life stories, and it was obviously very slow in there because they were doing that. Because they were just standing there with each other, chit-chatting about their lives, because I guess there was no work to be done for those people. And I thought, well, can't they? I was like thinking, my gosh, can't they do something other than just hang out with each other and chit-chat? But I was like, well, whatever. It's their lives, their job, whatever. And I just sat there waiting for my food. And then I could see the kitchen from where I was sitting. And in the distance, I could see them assembling my order in a bag, stapling it, and then setting it down. And then right when they set it down, the host who was originally helping me, he started having a conversation with another worker about small talk, not work related. They were just chit-chatting. So I immediately stood up and said, "Oh, excuse me, I think my order is ready." And the guy immediately headed on over and grabbed the bag on the other side of the room and brought it to me. And that was it. And that was Eggworks in a nutshell. And oh, my turn to go. Finally. And that was pretty much how it all went. So now we're on our way to Dragon. I think we're going to McDonald Ranch is what I think I'm going to. 11 minutes from here, 4.5 miles. It is a meet at the door. That is all. So I got to remember to grab the orange juice out of my delivery bag and make sure I hand that to them along with their food. It's going to be easy. It would be easy for me to forget the orange juice because it's not attached with the order and it's just loose. You know, it's just one little tiny bottle rolling around in my delivery bag. So I've just got to make sure that I do not forget it because that would be bad. And the traffic is very light. I think a lot of people have taken today off. That's what I'm sensing because the traffic is very light. And the weather's not bad. I see a lot of people just walking their dogs, and it feels like a weekend today. Everybody's like in relax mode and chilling out. And I thought about taking today off, and I thought, no, I don't feel like this job does not. I don't really work that many hours, so it's like whatever. I think every day I probably average about 2 to 3 hours of actual work every day for this job, so that's not a lot. And yeah, I babysit the app for a lot of hours. Yesterday I was online for over 6 hours on the app, but I was just at home. I was napping. I was actually just relaxing, napping, and listening for the chime to come in on the phone. And then the moment I heard a chime, I was like, oh, let me look. And it was so slow yesterday that it was dead silent for like 20 minutes at a time, where nothing was coming in at all. So it really was not a big deal. The only time it's annoying is if they're all terrible offers and it keeps chiming. That gets on my nerves. I'll just be sitting at home and it's like $2 offer, $3 offer, $4 offer, and they're like really far away. They're not even close by. And I'm like, I don't want to take those. So, but they send so many of those that the phone never stops ringing sometimes. And that gets on my nerves. But when it's just dead silent, I don't care. It's just like, be dead silent. I have other things I could do around the house. It's starting to drizzle a little bit. We're getting a little bit of rain. And I hope it doesn't start pouring. I hope. I'm trying to find my ID as I make my way down. Get myself all prepped up to talk to the guard at McDonald Ranch and get through that gate. I don't know how deep we're going into McDonald Ranch. $5.10, 3.5 miles, no. I don't know how deep in we're going. I don't know what kind of houses we're going to see when we're over there. I mean, I assume we're going to see some nice houses, I assume, so. But the weather's not really good today for sightseeing. So yeah, you may not see a lot of spectacular houses like you're hoping for. $9.28, 7 miles, no. Seems like the app is real busy today. It looks like hardly any delivery drivers are working. Probably because the weather's so dreary and we're so close to Thanksgiving. A lot of people are just saying they'll just figuring they might just take the day off. There's always a certain percentage of delivery drivers out there who only work when the weather conditions are absolutely perfect. And of course, a lot of them have other commitments. You know, this is most delivery drivers. This is not their full-time job. It's just a little something extra that they do on the side. And so all the conditions have to be just right for them to suddenly, decide to push the button and come out and do the work. So yeah, and then of course, a lot of the customers are home right now. So a lot of people are home and they're hungry and they're anticipating Thanksgiving, so they're ready to chow down, but they don't want to leave the house because they know this is their last day of having the house to themselves before all the family starts coming over, you know, and ruining their fun. Taking away all the fun of being by themselves. Alright, I'm going to be making a right turn here into McDonald Ranch. We got 1.6 miles to go, so it looks like we are going pretty deep into McDonald Ranch. And let's see, I think we're just about ready. This person should be going. Yep, whoa. Get my ID ready. Hello. Uber Eats. All right, thank you. All right, we are rolling. We are inside the fabulous home of the rich and famous, also known as McDonald Ranch. And we got 1.5 miles to go. I don't have any other special instructions like gate codes or anything like that, so let's hope we don't run into any obstacles. And it looks like we're going to be going pretty deep in because of the number of miles I still have to drive. Yeah, we're going to probably go all the way to the top. So you're going to get to see some fancy houses. They're always constructing houses in here and never seems to stop. Every time I come in here, there's something being built. Some elaborate museum-like structure is being put together. They don't even look like houses to me. They look like museums, like places where the public should be going and paying tickets to go inside to see works of art. That's how big some of these houses look. It's really strange. I mean, I can't imagine living in a house like that because it's just too big. Let's suppose you lived in a house like that and you were sitting in your living room and you suddenly realized you left your phone in the bedroom. You know how long of a walk that would be to go? You'd have to basically pause your show, whatever you're doing in the living room, like maybe you're watching Netflix. You pause your show, you gotta walk all the way to the west wing of the house. And it's not like your normal house like most of us live in, where it's just a couple of steps and you're in the other room. Oh no. And then as you go, you can easily get sidetracked because, you know, you're passing all these other spaces to get to your bedroom. And you're like, oh, wait a minute, I forgot to fix the, you know, to clean this table in this other room as I was making my way to the bedroom. Or another family member will stop you on the way and be like, oh, I wanted to talk to you. I'm like, oh, great. So you really get, there's really high opportunity to never make it back to the living room once you finally get to your phone in the bedroom. That's how big these houses are. It's like, imagine a shopping mall. Imagine you're at Macy's and then suddenly you're like, oh, I want to go to Kohl's in the mall. Well, walking along, you would just forget about Macy's because now you're so far from Macy's and you're at Kohl's, you're just going to find other things to do. And you're going to leave all the lights on in the other room. All kinds of antics would ensue. And then what about when things get dirty? You know, there's going to be some rooms you don't go into for a long time, sometimes for weeks and weeks. There could be certain rooms in the house that you'll never even see. And so, for all you know, there could be somebody could have broken into your house and they're like living in there for all that time and you would have never known. All these weird things that none of us even consider because our houses are normal size and we understand what we're dealing with. But for these people, it's a whole different way of living. I'm going to be making a left turn here, it looks like. There better not be a gate. Nope, there's no gate. And it's going to be, I think, this first house on the right. Where is their front door? Is that the front door? Yeah, that's the front door. Okay, here I go. Wish me luck. Alright. They did not answer the door. So I sent them a message saying I've arrived. Then I sent them a message saying I will leave at door, thank you. And that was the end of that. That was the end of that adventure. And what else can you do? I waited. I did the proper courtesy wait where I waited. $13.07. Oh, Albertsons. Oh, that looks like not too bad. I think I have to turn around though. I think I have to turn around. I have to go out the other exit. Wait, let me turn around. Because I'm all the way over here now. I believe this will take me to where I need to go. I believe. Or am I wrong? Oh, I'm wrong. I'm going the wrong way. Oh, shoot. Let me turn around again. Ugh, I'm totally lost. I was going totally the wrong way. It's literally just right over here. I'm going the wrong way. Ay, ay, ay. I gotta tell you about the offer too. Give me a second. I gotta get back on course here. I am just totally out of whack. I was like, where did I turn in? Didn't I turn in off of Valley Verde? I did. But that means that I've been driving so far that I actually passed the Stephanie entrance. There's two entrances to this community, and I passed the second entrance. And I thought I hadn't passed it. That's why I turned around. Oh God, I want to miss it. So as soon as I make this right turn, I will tell you what this opportunity is. And yeah, oh, I really got thrown. I didn't realize I had driven so far into McDonald Ranch that I was this far to the east of where I normally come into. Oh boy. Okay, so I got an offer from Uber Eats. I'm going to be going to Albertsons. I'm going to shop for 7 items. I'm going to get $13.07 for 3.8 miles. It's probably more like 4.2 now that I drove out of my way. So yeah, so that's the offer. And then I got to make sure I reset my DoorDash so I don't lose it. I probably already lost it. 11 minutes remaining on your DoorDash. Pause and unpause. Pause, I said. There's no internet on that pause. Caution, this says. Prepare to stop at gate. Prepare to stop. I'm not stopping. I can't believe I made that U-turn for nothing. That was a total waste. Total waste. So this doesn't look like it's going to be too bad. That's why I took it. Dollar value was good, $13. So this is going to take me to $30. Just these 2 deliveries. So we're doing real good. And the Albertsons is going to be on the left-hand side. Man, looks like I'm going to make this money real quick. I'm going to be shopping for some like some muffins, some kind of, pastries, some Chobani creamers, some chips, and that's it. It's real easy. Looks like a real easy shopping experience. Oh boy, I don't like this weather. Man, so gloomy. Just gotta stay motivated to get it done. Oh, yeah. Let's see, where do I turn? Do I turn here? Is this where I turn? Yep, this is where I turn according to the app. So just throw that blinker on. This should be the Albertson Shopping Center. Yup. I haven't been here in a while. Probably a month. I'll make a right here. Because why not? I don't know where the drop-off is. So I think I'll go park at the normal spot where I always park so I don't forget where my car is. I don't normally come from this direction when I go to Albertsons, so I've got to make my way to where to where I'm familiar with when I come here. And I think I'll just park next to the cart, return, and walk. That's fine with me. Alright, we made it. Let's shop. Alright, everybody. I got everything in the car. It was a little bit more challenging than I was expecting because they ordered some new type of Entenmann muffin that came in this packaging that reminded me of the kind of packaging that they would sell pinwheels, chocolate covered pinwheels in. And because of that reason, the product, which is Entenmann's, it was not in the section where the other Entenmann products are. You know, usually that's over near where the Hostess products are, or the bread products, or whatever. It wasn't there. It wasn't there. So I was unfortunately, I gotta get over here. So I was unfortunately lost inside of the market trying to find this crap. So it turned out that this new Entenmann product was not in the section with the other Entenmanns. Where do you think it would be? It was not in that section, and it was not in the section where cookies were at. It was not there. It was over where the milk was. It was where the milk and the creamer was. Isn't that the most strangest place that you would find it? It was just there. For whatever random reason, it was just there. Next, right to the left of the eggs. Or to the left of a refrigerator that had nothing but eggs in it. So it was really strange, and that took the longest to find because it was like looking for a needle in a haystack. Now it did say what aisle it was in and that it was where the milk was, but come on, you know these apps, most of the time when they say something that seems wrong, it usually is wrong. So I chose not to believe the app. I said, I don't believe this is where the milk is. That's not even possible. There's nothing over there. So I decided to use my own detective brain and look where I thought it would logically be. And of course it wasn't. And the app was correct. It was over by the milk. So that wasted a lot of my time. It's currently 8:58. The temperature is 57 degrees and it's very chilly. It's very chilly. And it's finally hitting me just how chilly it is today. And we are going 1.6 miles, 6-minute drive into McDonald Ranch Country Club. We're going back in to drop this off. And it's just to leave at the door. But we're going all the way to the top, I think, because this is one of those roads that takes you high up into the hills of McDonald Ranch. And there's about 7 or 8 cars in front of us. And I don't know how long this is going to take. It's all random. It's sometimes the people are on point to get in here, and other times they're not. And there is there's a person up front looking for people that have special passes where they can go to the right to go in. And of course none of us have that special pass. We're all out of luck, so we've got to wait. Yep, she's telling him just keep on going. They thought they had the special pass, but we don't. And see, she was looking at me like, do I have the special pass? They look for each person to see if they have a special pass to go to the right. Otherwise, they just say, just keep going straight ahead. So we are. And yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just trying to make our way. And there's a couple of contractor trucks ahead of us. Then there's just this regular SUV. And this is the part that is so stressful, and why I'm sure a lot of delivery drivers don't take deliveries to this community, because the time it takes to get past this guard is unknown. It can be 5 minutes, it could be 10 minutes, it could be 20 minutes. You have no idea. It just takes one of these cars to have a problem and we're all stuck. So yeah, it's no fun. And I should have worn a thicker jacket today. It feels chilly. I'm cold. Oh dear, I guess this is my first official feeling like it's winter. I better turn up my heat. Man, I can't even get over it. Why is it so chilly? Well, I guess it's not officially winter yet, but it feels cold. Yesterday, I think it was in the 60s or 70s. This is our first day of the season where it feels very cold. It's in the 50s is cold for me. 57 is cold. Anything below 60 degrees, I don't like it. My hands right now feel numb. One more car to go, and we'll be going. Let me make sure I get the address ready for this person. And hopefully this person will go quick. They look like they know what they're doing with their LSU Tigers license plate frame. They hopefully are going to go quick. So we're going to be at, I think, $30 after this, if all works well with the previous delivery and this delivery and the tips. And then there's only going to be $20 left to make. So this could be a real short day, which would make me real happy. Real happy. Oh, good. They're ready to go. Hi, Uber Eats. All right. All right, thank you. Oh, Lord, it took a long time. They had to call the customer. The customer did not bother to contact the guard gate to let them know that I was coming. So he had to call the person, and of course they had to walk across their 10,000 square foot home to get to their phone to answer, and then talk to him and be like, yeah, I ordered Uber Eats. Yeah, I ordered something from Uber. You can let them through. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, the line is getting longer and longer at that entry point, like nobody's business. And did you hear the guard gate? Even the guard knows it's total chaos for all the junk they have to manage for this community. And if the people that lived here could be more organized, the line would go much faster. But they don't care. It's all about everybody working together to make it possible for things to run efficiently here. And if the residents here don't play the game, then it mucks everything up. Like the guard, you can have the best guards in town working here, but if the residents don't follow the rules, it all gets mucked up. And then you can't even get into here. I'm going to make a left turn here, and I hope the gate is open. There's usually a gate here. Oh, it's open, thank goodness. Because they gave me no gate code. This is where the richer people live. You got the rich people when you first go in, and now here we are on our way to the filthy rich people. The ones who take baths in money. Instead of water, they fill up the tub with $1,000 bills. Just for laughs. just to get a chuckle. It chuckles them. They're like, yeah, I got nothing else to do with my money. I might as well take a bath in it. See if I can overflow the tub with $1,000 bills. And we're gonna go around this corner. As rich as they are, they still have to get their mail over here. They have mailboxes that they have to drive to, because they still have to work with the federal post office, and the federal post office doesn't allow them to have their own personal mailboxes. That's some sort of rule for because there's the budget and how many postal employees they have at the post office. They can only have so many for their budget. So in order to save time and money, all these communities nowadays, they don't have their own mailbox. They have a mail station that they all have to share. So, but if you go to an old community, like one built in the 1980s, they still have their own mailboxes, but now, they're grandfathered in. So if you are a person that likes to have your mail delivered to your front door, don't move over here. As rich as you are, it won't happen. You'll have to drive to your mailbox. But if you move to an older, rich community, they'll still bring your mail to your curb and you'll have no problems. So it's all about priorities. Do you want to live in a brand new, fancy, $1 million museum looking house where you got to drive down the road to get your mail, or do you want to sit in an older home where you can just walk to the curb in your underwear and get your mail from the curb? That's your choice. Well, it's coming up real soon in 700 feet, it says, and we are high up on the hill. And I hope it's not in one of these compounds. I think there's a house over here that's in a compound with a big black gate and you can't get in. No, it's not. It's going to be the second mansion on the right. Not this mansion, but this mansion right here. We have arrived. Let's drop this stuff off. Did it. It is delivered. And now I just have to turn this car around and hopefully nobody comes around that curb real fast and sideswipes me. It's a really awkward place to park. And then this car with this gray BMW, he made the road real narrow for me, so when I went back to my car, I was worried that big truck that went by me was going to hit me. But it didn't. Now wind our way back out of here with our money in hand. Oh gosh, I don't like coming up here. Not on a day like this, it's ugly. I want to be close to home so I can just get back inside of my warm house and chill out. And I got a long drive ahead of me because I am far from home. Oh boy. Trying to figure out what's the best way to go to get back. Like, what's the fastest route to get out of here? Oh boy. See how much they're building? It's like it never stops. They just keep building further and further into these mountains, and I don't even understand it. It doesn't make any. It's just investment, I think, for these rich people. You know, it's a way for them to put their money into something that's going to gain in value rather than having it just sit in their bank account. That's the only thing it could be. There's no other reason to have one of these giant houses other than it's just a financial decision. So it earns wealth, more wealth for them in the future. That's all it could be. I am outside of my zone. Don't switch zones. Oh, yeah. And I make a left here. I feel like I live here. I've been here so many darn times. Make a left here, then it winds all the way down. I feel bad for the wildlife that used to live here. All the animals. They lost all this land to all these humans that are constantly encroaching. It's like at some point, wildlife is not going to have anywhere to live. They're going to go extinct. Hopefully there's some really nice rich person who believes in conservation. Something else is coming in, but it's $16.70 for 10 miles. No thanks. That's too low. Try again. Oh, what's the best way to get out of here? How did I even get in here? I don't even remember. I'm going to go left. I think that will take me to the Valley Verde. $5.01 for 5.1 miles. I think this will take me back to the Valley Verde entrance, as I recall, which is what I would prefer. Last thing I want to do is head back to Stephanie, where that Albertsons was. That's too far outside of my zone. It says you are currently outside of your zone on DoorDash. I'm right on the border. Because this neighborhood is so big, it bleeds from one zone to the other, depending on which side you're in. Oh, man. Well, I mean, I'm glad that it's a very busy morning. I am grateful for that, you know, because I'll be able to finish early, I hope. But, you know, I was kind of hoping that it would be quiet this morning. I was feeling super lazy this morning. In fact, I felt so lazy that I forgot to empty out my dishwasher, and which I normally do in the morning, and I totally forgot. I was like, whoops, I forgot to empty out my dishwasher. Oh well. And then I have a water softener, and I guess every so often you're supposed to put this solution in the water softener it does something. It helps to recharge the resin beads. That helps to keep your water soft, right? And the alert came on that I had to do it. $7.13 for 19 miles. No. So I had to put in the solution this morning, and then I hit the recharge button. And this was probably about an hour before my shift was about to start. And I just did it without thinking. I'm like, oh, I just want to get it out of the way. $10 for 12 miles. No. So I put the solution in, I pressed the recharge button on the water softener, and it started. $3.53, 9.3 miles, no. Well, that was a mistake, because now, according to the manual, you're not supposed to use your water for the next 90 minutes. And I hadn't taken a shower yet. I thought, oh, great, now I can't take a shower. So I haven't even showered yet. I am completely out of whack right now, and I'm so mad at myself that I pressed the button. But I did it. God, I thought that guy was going to crash into me. But I did it because I was on autopilot. I saw the water softener said it needed to be cleaned. So I just did what it said, not thinking about the consequences and how it was going to throw off my routine. Oh, man, we're going to be so stuck now. Oh, great. It's a single lane. Oh man, if I get any offers to go back, I am not going back. We are making our way through this nightmare. There is no way I'm now turning around. $9.02, 10.4 miles. No, I am not turning around. I don't care. McDonald's, I don't care. $9.08, 10.4 miles. That's the same offer you just sent me. I am not turning. Oh, that's clear. Okay, I'm good now. I'm not coming back over here. This was not here when I first came over here, right? I took this road. Yeah, I took this road when I had to deliver the first order of the day. You know, the Egg Works and the 7-Eleven. $13.08 for 13 miles. No. Yeah, I was just over here. And that was not there. All that construction, that wasn't there when I first came here in the morning. So I'm not going back. Mental note, do not go back to McDonald Ranch. Unless they're going to pay me a good amount of money. Otherwise, no. And the drop-off went just fine at that place. There were some dogs that were on the other side, but they were well behaved. They were well trained. Most dogs would have gone berserk and would have attacked the glass door and scratched it. $3.07 for 5 miles, no. But those dogs were trained. I think the owner has trained them that if somebody comes to the door, do not jump on the glass. And they did not. And he had multiple dogs. He had at least 2 dogs I saw in there. I think they were whippets or miniature. What are they called? Miniature something. What are they called? I can't remember. There's those breeds of dogs. I wrote little and gray. Oh, miniature greyhound. Yeah. I'm not exactly sure what the breed was, but that's what they looked like. As I glanced at them, I didn't get a good look at the dogs because you never want to make direct eye contact with a dog you don't know, because then the dog starts going crazy or they get scared. So I just pretended like I didn't see them and I did my business. The time is 9:19 a.m. and I got an offer from Uber Eats to go to Rachel's Kitchen. I'm gonna get $7 and a penny for 3.6 miles. Now I just picked this one because it met the minimum. It's not a great offer, but it'll do. Someone in the comments was telling me that I should take much lower offers, that I would make my money much faster because I would just stay in my area and I would just keep popping around doing a $3 offer here and a $4 offer there. And I responded to them saying, that's great that works for you. However, for me, it wouldn't work because I have the, I know from my experience that taking a $3 and a $4 offer runs a very high risk of being stuck. And I don't want to get stuck. I don't want to have to drive. I don't care if it's just 2 miles. I don't want to have to drive a mile to a place only to find out that it's going to be a 20-minute wait to pick up this $3 delivery. It's just not worth it to me. I know that by doing that, I'm also denying myself the opportunity for bigger and better offers that I would have missed out on by accepting that tiny little $3 or $4 offer. So I do not ever do those. And I know for some people that strategy works for them because they are short on time and also they are probably not close to where they live. So they just want to keep busy. So they are willing to just take the hits as long as they're just actively on duty doing something. And maybe some of these people, they're getting paid not per offer, but getting paid on their time. So that would make more sense for them as well. If the app is keeping them super busy and they're going from one delivery to the next, I don't like that idea at all. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work, and that's not even, to me, that makes no sense for my situation. So I appreciated their tip on what they do, but that wouldn't work for me at all. At all. I have to have breaks. I love breaks. I like it to do a job and be done and then go back home and rest and recharge. I don't want to be working non-stop. I mean, and if I do, that's why my dollar limit is so low. Once I hit my $50 limit, I'm gone. I shut that app off and I go home. And that's all I want to do. I'm not looking for some big payday, like I'm looking to make like $500 today or anything. My job is real simple. I come out here, oh great, there's no parking. And there's some senior lady, and she's trying to slowly get out of her car, and it's going to be a while. A long while. She's not moving at the quickest speed whatsoever. So I've got to be patient. And I don't know what's happening. Now the cars still aren't moving. So we're stuck. And Rachel's kitchen is over on the right-hand side. Let's see if I can find a good parking spot. No. There's no parking. I'm going to have to park far away in this freezing. Oh, she's going to the beauty salon. It's fun how all these elderly ladies, they love to go to the beauty salon. I think because when you get older, your hands don't work as good. And also you just need something to do. I think when you're older, you don't, maybe a lot of your friends passed away. So you go to the beauty salon just to chit chat with other women. Yeah, I'm going to have to turn over here. There's no parking. Gosh darn. And this early in the morning, there should be plenty of parking, but they're doing all that landscaping work. So I've got to park all the way back here, unfortunately, and walk. At least it's not windy. It's just freaking cold, 57 degrees. Let's go get it. Complete the pickup. Oh, got it. Where am I going? Is that the fastest way to get there? Get this car moving. Trying to think what's the fastest way to get to this place. I think it's this way. Well, this person had me go all the way over here. They're paying me $7 for one small cup of oatmeal. That's it. One small cup of oatmeal. That's all they want. That's all they want. They're paying me $7 when they at home could open up a package of the Quaker Oats instant oatmeal and just dump it in a bowl and microwave it for a few seconds and have oatmeal for about a grand total of about 25 cents is what they would spend if they just made it themselves at home. I don't understand people. They don't make any sense. I mean, what logical person? I mean, maybe they're on a special diet and so they're really limited on what they can eat, and so just to have this special oatmeal that obviously must taste gourmet in some way, it's specially prepared to meet the delicate palate of this person. It must be absolutely delectable if this is all you can eat, and you're on a limited diet. I guess, I don't know. It doesn't really add up in my mind. For myself, like, why would you do this to yourself? Why would you go onto the Uber Eats app, at all your options in the Uber Eats app, and say, I would like to have a cup of oatmeal from Rachel's Kitchen. If I lived to be 500 years old, I would never go and order a cup of oatmeal from Rachel's Kitchen. I would never. I mean, maybe I'd order it as like a side. Like I would order like my big old pancake and omelet meal with the potatoes. And then on the side, I would say, oh yeah, add an oatmeal just to be healthy, along with my smoothie. But I wouldn't order just a little tiny cup of oatmeal. That's kind of strange. I guess everybody's different. That's what makes the world go round. Everybody's different. If If we were all the same, this place would be like Star Trek. It'd be like the Borg. We'd all be like robots. So it's just the variety of life, I suppose. Well, we're traveling 4 minutes from here, 1 mile. It's a house. It's a leave at the door, and I have a gate code. Yeah, and everything's moving along. We are making good money. We're at $37 now with this one, leaving only $13 more to make before the day is over. Before the day is over. And it's only 9:30 right now. It's 9:30. I've got 16 miles on the car, and I'm getting 58 miles to the gallon. And the temperature is steady at 57 degrees. I had to zip my jacket up because I was getting the chills. I'm going to make a right turn here, just past this beautiful park on the right. And then I suppose I'll be making a left after this because I don't think there are any houses on the right. Yeah. Making a left, coming up at the next available left. And I don't know if I've been to this neighborhood or not. I've been to so many neighborhoods, I don't really know until I finally get there. And I'm going to be next, I'm going to make a right. Oh yeah, I've been to this one. They have a very high-tech code box, digital screen code box, and it's going to ask me for the access code or something like that. If I remember correctly, yeah. Oh no, wait, is it? No, it is. Is it? I'm trying to see what kind of box it is from way over here. It looks like it looks like an older one, an older model. Yeah, it's a digital screen, older model. Let's see if the code works. It worked. Oh my gosh, it worked. $14 and something cents. I don't know how many miles, but it was like maybe 13 miles. It was too many miles. I'm making a right turn here. There's a car behind me. It's going to be on the right hand side. Of course, the car behind me is going to follow me wherever I go, because that's how life is. That is just the way it is, and it's going to be coming up real soon. I do believe it's a leave at the door. Is it this house here? No. Is it this house here? Yes, it is. Throw my hazards on. Let's go drop this off. I hate when this code thing comes up. Alright, I am ready. Gosh, a $4 offer came in and I almost hit the accept button by accident. Oh, that would have been horrible. That would have affected my cancellation rate if I would have hit it. $5.02, 18 miles. No. I don't know why they don't make a rule that if the miles are extreme, that the offer just doesn't get accepted by the delivery company. Why do they accept $3.62 for 5 miles? Why does the delivery services accept people who place orders for such low amounts? Shouldn't it just tell them no one will be delivering this offer? Wait, did I come from to the left? Go left. I mean, the app should tell them if you don't tip the proper amount, if you tip less than the proper amount, you will most likely not get your order. That's what they should tell them. But maybe $7.09 for 11 miles. No, but maybe the app doesn't do that because there are some customers who are very old-fashioned And they probably think to themselves, I'm not tipping this person until I get my delivery. Then I'll tip them. You know, some people are very old school like that. They still think in the old days, like, the service has to be completed before I get the tip. $10.24, 19 miles. No. There's a lot of the older generation who's stuck in their ways, and they're used to the mentality that you give the tip once the service is completed, not before. And so even though they can change in Uber Eats, they can change the tip if they didn't get the service they wanted. They can change the tip. It somehow in their mind it doesn't compute. So a lot of these people that are placing these lowball offers, they are actually thinking to themselves that they're going to tip the driver once the order is fulfilled, and that's not how it works. If I don't see the money, you're not getting your delivery from me. I have to see it. I have to know I'm going to get paid, a decent amount of money. I'm not going to go on blind faith that you're going to tip me after I drop it off and not know how much it could be, because for all I know, when I get to your door and I drive 50 miles to your house to bring you your milkshake from McDonald's, you're going to only tip me $1. It's like, I don't think so. I'm not going to get paid $3 total to bring you a milkshake 50 miles from the restaurant. It's like, that ain't happening. Not in this lifetime. But, yeah, it's just a weird thing. It's weird to get all these bad offers. $9.18, 15 miles. No. Sometimes I do think, like the other guy I was telling you about earlier, I sometimes think that if I just do deliveries only within my area, like within a 4-mile radius at any price, would that work out? $8.64, 10 miles. No. Like, would that work out? It sounds like that would work out, huh? That you would just stay in your area and only take offers that are in a 4-mile radius and just keep bouncing around. That sounds good until you get a $3 or $4 offer and they're like, oh, sorry, it's not ready yet. And then you're just sitting there, and then 20 minutes goes by and it's still not ready. That's when it doesn't make sense, because that can happen multiple times during the day and you would lose your marbles. I would lose my patience so fast. I would get so mad, and I would just shut the app off and go home. This cold weather is making it hard for me to talk. $8.64, 9.8 miles. No. Never, ever would I take a lowball offer and I wouldn't want the stress, because sometimes you're stuck in traffic. $7.06, 5.7 miles now. Sometimes you're stuck in traffic, even if it's just like a 2-mile drive to the restaurant. There could be construction or an accident, and then you're just stuck. You're not moving. $8.14 to deliver a package to some stranger. Not doing that. I wish they'd stop sending me those. Oh, I did get the email last week to deliver Christmas trees. $8.26, 5.8 miles. Could you see me with this little tiny car delivering a Christmas tree? How hysterical that would be. I would die. I would die. Can you imagine all the pine needles and, oh man, and lugging it off and then carrying it by myself from my car up their stairs to their door? Can you imagine, to a 3rd floor apartment, having to deliver a Christmas tree? $9.28 for 4.5 miles. Well, that works. Oh, it's gone. Never mind, it's gone. It was a trip radar. Well, the time is 12:30 p.m. and I got an offer from Uber Eats to go to Sprouts, and I have to shop for 8 items at Sprouts. I'm gonna get $22.09 for 7.9 miles. I took a really long break from the last delivery, I had to run a bunch of errands and for Thanksgiving. So it kind of like put on hold my deliveries, and I finally caught up on all of them. And so now I'm back to completing my $50 goal, and this one came in, and this is definitely going to get me over the top for the $50 goal. And I just have to shop for not that many items, like some oranges and avocados and some kind of Asian international food items, basmati rice, ahi tuna marinated, ready to eat. I don't know what any of this stuff is. And some spring mix salad mix, and that's it really. So just a few odds and ends at Sprouts, and then I'll go drop it off and I'll be done. And you can see the sky is getting bluer, and it's 69 degrees right now, and everything's really good. So I'm just glad this is the last one, because I'm pooped. I was driving all over town looking for all these last minute Thanksgiving items, and they weren't at one particular market, so I had to go to another market. It was a mess. I was gone for about an hour and a half doing the errands, and then I finally got back home, and I'm like, I'm just going to take a shower and eat because I'm exhausted. And then I rested for a while, and then I said, all right, I'm ready to go again. I'm ready to go back out there and get this day done. So, and I was waiting for an offer that was at least $13. So I was declining a lot of offers, a whole heck of a lot of offers, and this one finally came in that was worth my time. So here we are at Sprouts. Let's park it, go in there and fight the crowds and get this stuff done. Alright, that is done. That is done. What a shopping experience that was. So weird to be in there during the Thanksgiving holiday time, because the whole crowd is so different in there. It's a whole different vibe that goes on. Yeah, glad to be out of there. I don't think I have any problem finding anything, except for, oh wow, they closed the CVS over there. It's all boarded up. It's the first time I've noticed. There's a building over there directly across the street, and that used to be a CVS. And it is gone. It is all boarded up and closed. They're probably going to knock it down and put something else there, because yeah, it looks too much like a CVS. So they're going to have to just dramatically change the way it looks. So the only thing I had a hard time finding was the marinated ahi poke tuna something. They wanted half a pound of it, and it was in the deli section. But when I kept looking at all the different items behind the glass in the deli section, I didn't see anything that looked like the tuna. So I didn't think they had it, but I said, well, let me ask. Maybe it's just not on display. So as it is normal at Sprouts, you have a hell of a time getting anyone's attention when you're in there. So after a few minutes, finally somebody came up to me, up to the counter, and asked me if I needed help. And so I asked them about that item, and they said, yeah, we have it. And It was in there. It was in the display case, but I couldn't see it. So they gave me the tuna, and I was good to go. And then everything else was pretty much the normal routine. It was the, running the aisles and throwing things in the cart. And there was one item that was out of stock. It was something called Seeds of Change quinoa or something. I don't know. All the items inside of Sprouts are really weird. So I clicked on substitute and scanned it, and then I had to stand there in the aisle for a few minutes until the customer responded and approved the substitute. And that was it. And now we're headed off far, far away. 6.1 miles from here, 13-minute drive. Why does always the last one have to be so far away? It happens every single time. And it's a house, and they got some kind of wacky instructions. Let me tell you what they are. Leave at door and ring doorbell. I will see you on my camera. But then for the drop-off type, they put meet at the door. I tell you, people are so weird. It's like, if you want me to leave it at the door, why didn't you press the option to... there's an option that actually says leave at the door. Why are you selecting meet at the door and then you're typing in there to leave it at the door? I never understand why they do that. The only thing I can think of as to why they do it is that they don't want anyone photographing their front door. That's the only thing I can think of. It's like, what other reason could you have for not checking the box, leave at door? I mean, what is their thinking? I don't get it. So, yeah. But anyway, that's good news. Now I have to see their face. Just drop it off and go. So that is really good news. And, what else? So yeah, this is my last delivery, and I don't know if I'm working tomorrow for Thanksgiving. I haven't really decided yet. I know I'm going to have to make my turkey and all my other stuff, and I don't know how long that's going to take me to do. Probably like 4 hours maybe. And I'm probably going to start it around 11 and have it ready by about, I don't know, 4 or something. So I figure I can work in the morning, I would think. I would think I'd be able to work in the morning from, I don't know, from 8 a.m. till 8 a.m. until 11 or until 10. So maybe that's what I'll do. It just depends how I feel when I wake up. What I don't like about working on Thanksgiving is they don't have the oh, this is having me go the long way. I'm gonna have to get in the far right hand lane. They don't have the normal store hours available for all the different stores, and some places are closed. And so the app is real weird on Thanksgiving because some of the restaurants and stores don't let the app know that they're closed, and so you'll get these really good offers like $50 for 3 miles to go to Wacky Jackie's, and you'll get there and it'll be closed and you'll get no money. And I don't want to be in one of those situations where I'm at Wacky Jackie's with egg on my face. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to that's talent. Well, what I can do is I can have the app on, but only go to places that are reputable, places I know that are open. And so, yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. And I don't know if I'll do grocery stores, because I wouldn't think that all the markets would be packed with people in the morning, because everyone in this town is so last minute. There's very few people that actually plan in this town. Everybody's sort of just lazy as all hell. And maybe I'll skip doing grocery stores and I'll just focus on restaurants. So I don't know, I'll figure it out. I'll get my act together tomorrow, and you'll either have a video the day after Thanksgiving or you won't, one way or another. Come on everybody, I need to get over. Thank you very much. Thank you for cooperating. Oh, and the traffic, oh, this lady's trying to tailgate my ass. You see the lights red? She's actually tailgating me. It's like, why are you tailgating me? You got no reason. The light's red. Here she comes. Not this one. It's not this white car. It's another car behind me. She'll be right. Oh, I don't know if you can see her. A lot of nerve. It's like, why was she There wasn't even any cars to the left of me. For her, she didn't even need to be tailgating me. God, I hate people. They're so stupid. You see how irritated I get? Because driving all day long and you get all these... When you drive as many hours as I do every week and you get people doing stupid things, it really gets to you because, you have to deal with stuff all day long on the road. And you would think people would just be civilized, but no. Every so often you get these one particular individuals, every so often, that don't give a rat's ass about anybody else but themselves. And I just hope that that she one day gets her comeuppance. I hope one day she gets exactly what she deserves. Her and her rich Mercedes SUV. I hope they eat it one day, and I'll be there laughing and laughing. Laughing my ass off. Oh. There they go, speeding away. Oh man, this job is too much sometimes. I'm glad that that's passed. Goodbye. See how mad I am? I'm still mad. I can't even think straight. That really irritated me to look in my rearview mirror and see this giant vehicle just on top of my car. I couldn't see anything in the rearview mirror but her face. I could see all the pimples. I could see the pimples on her face and the one curly hair coming out of her chin. Oh, God. Yeah, this is the life. I do this voluntarily, I tell myself, you're doing this because you chose to do it. You don't have to do it. There's like aspects, no matter what kind of job you do, there's going to be certain things you like about doing it and certain things you don't like about doing it. That's with anything. I'm sure the most famous celebrities and the richest people on earth have things they like to do and things they don't like to do. And they can only delegate so many things. There are certain things they just have to do because it just requires them to physically be there to do it. So, yeah, everybody has that situation. No matter who you are. Even if you're a stay-at-home parent, taking care of your kids, there are certain things you want to do and certain things you don't. Like, I'm sure most of you parents don't want to have to go to those stupid teacher-parent conferences and hear them, tell you stuff that's going to get on your nerves. Like, they're going to try to nicely tell you that you're a horrible parent. But, you don't want to deal with it. It's like, I don't want to deal with them, but you got to do it, because it's a part of, raising kids is the whole school system and the other rotten kids in the school and the bad teachers that are just lazy and they're not working to teach your kid anything, and the horrible drive you have to do to drop your kids off at school every day and pick them up, and all the chaos you have to see when you get to the school, and the near car accidents you get into trying to take them. See what I mean? It's everywhere. We all have to deal with something. So, yeah. And I try not to get too caught up in the weeds over it. This is where I like to be able to talk to the camera about these things, because without making these videos and venting to you guys, you saw my earlier video where you see how Looney Tunes I get driving in this car by myself. That's how you get, because you have nowhere to express your frustrations with whatever you're doing in life. And so the nice thing about these videos is you can really verbalize it and get out whatever frustrations. Now, I don't think of making these videos as like a personal confessional. I don't do any of that type of thing on YouTube. But as far as anything work related, like the traffic and dealing with these people inside the stores, that's all a part of the job. So I always put that, I don't mind sharing that with you guys so you guys can know and relate. But yeah, that's about as far as I like to share. But it's good for me to do it because it gets rid of all that stress. It gets it out. Then by the end of the day, I can sleep like a baby when I get home, knowing that I put it all out there. I put it all out there on the table, and I can walk away knowing that I didn't let it fester inside of my mind, and I have to like spit nasty words like venom the whole drive home. I think that might be a guy thing. I think as guys we do that. We do a lot of cursing to ourselves when we're in a situation that really irritates us, and then we try to act like it didn't bother us once we're in a space where there's other people around. We're like, oh, that's okay, whatever. But once we're alone in our cars, we just crank up that loud music and we just start screaming in the car. Oh man, we got 2.4 miles to go. 5-minute drive. This place is really far away. I'm just glad it's not the other way. There's at least all of this is just residential traffic. It could have been so much worse. This could have been delivered towards the strip, and man, the traffic right now would have been terrible. So all of this is pretty easy overall. It's just, all the locals headed home from work, and there's really no like industrial trucks or police cars or construction workers that are blocking the lanes. It's all pretty smooth, and the speed limit here is pretty good. It's 45. Although I don't know why they don't just make it 55. The people drive 55 anyway. They go so fast, like this is like a racetrack. And tomorrow I'm gonna be making a turkey stuffing, the sweet potatoes, mashed potatoes. What else am I making? I gotta make myself some vegetables because I ain't eating much of the stuff. And I'm having some Hawaiian rolls. And am I missing anything? Oh, some corn. I'm having some corn. And yeah, it's just a traditional Thanksgiving, gravy, just a traditional cranberry sauce. It's a traditional traditional Thanksgiving meal. There's nothing unusual. I like to, when Thanksgiving comes, this is the only time of year I make this combination of food, and I'm a traditionalist when it comes to Thanksgiving. I believe in every year, rain or shine, you make that turkey and you make that traditional meal, because for the rest of the year you never eat it again. It's your only time for the entire year that you make this combination of things. And it also brings back all the memories of the past when you make it. So it's just a tradition. It's not like it's like a fantastic meal. When you eat it, you're like, oh my god, this is so good. I'm not even much of a turkey eater, but I like to keep traditions going because it makes you feel like you have consistency in your life. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I do it. And then I don't necessarily, even to this day, I'll make it, but I don't necessarily eat most of it. I'll usually make myself some vegetables, like especially right now. I'm trying to be more healthy. I have my doctor's appointment coming up, and I want to make sure I get good test results. I want that doctor to be so shocked when they see how great my blood work is. They're going to be like, wow, you must be really on track because your numbers are fantastic. I'm going to be like, that's right. Because the doctor said, maybe you shouldn't take this test right after the holidays. You know how the holidays are. People eat so badly during the holidays. Then when you do this test, your results are going to be really bad. And I told them, you should have me do this test every time at this year, so that way I stay on track. It gives me motivation to not gorge and eat all kinds of crap. So they're like, that's true. They like agreed with me. That's true. If it works, I go, oh, believe me, it'll work, because there's nothing I like more than somebody challenging me to do something. Then I'm like, oh, a challenge, bring it on, let's do it. So yeah, when somebody sets a bar for me, I'm just like, all right, you're trying to tell me I can't do it, I'll do it. That's my mindset. All right, we're here in the neighborhood. We're getting real close. I don't know if it's on the right or the left. It's around this bend, and it's on the left-hand side. I think it's going to be like almost the last house all the way at the end. It's always the last house. It's going to be, oh no, at this side street on the left-hand side. Let's see. Is it this house? It is. It's that house. Wow. Great. I see it. I see it. I'm just like 100 times I'm looking at the numbers to make sure they match up. I don't want to make a mistake. All right, here we go. Weird. Let's go. All done. The Amazon guy arrived about the same time I did, and he is hauling ass. Oh, let's see, how did I get over here? Yeah, he was booking it. He was like running to get these deliveries done. I'm like, you poor guy. What a hard job. I wouldn't want that job. Unable to go offline. What a surprise. No internet here. The person said on the in their instructions, they said that their Ring camera would see me. I didn't see any Ring camera at their front door, so I was like, am I at the right house? So I checked the address 5 times. I looked at the address to make sure it was correct, because I was like, I don't see a Ring doorbell. I was really confused. I'm like, well, where's their Ring doorbell? I'm like, I don't see anything. So then I was just getting kind of like nervous, and then the Amazon guy showed up and he started talking to me, and then that threw me off, and I'm like, well, I guess it's the right house. I'm gonna leave. They said in the instructions to leave it, so I'm following their instructions. And just to make sure, of course, my video, I made sure I had the all the information in the video. I still can't go offline. How annoying. So yeah, it's all done, and hopefully there's no problems. And they definitely heard us talking at their front door, because that guy talked loud, the Amazon driver. And then I had to respond to them. So whoever was on the other side of that door, they definitely heard us on the other side for sure. Come on, car, go a little faster. I want to go. Oh, great. Perfect timing. Thanks a lot. Thanks for nothing. Here comes another car going too fast. Ugh. Terrible. I'm trying to go offline. The app is just spinning. This is the worst area for service. At least for AT&T. You can never get a signal. Oh, God. Well, today was an exhausting day, and it had nothing to do with the delivery. It had to do with all the errands I had to run in between work. So yeah, so that was exhausting, and now it's 1:10 p.m. And yeah, I'm offline now. So, well, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you all have a fantastic Thanksgiving holiday. I hope you're gonna eat a lot of turkey, and you're gonna eat a lot of pumpkin pie, and you're gonna just enjoy it and see all your loved ones, and get a good night's sleep with that full stomach full of delicious food. That's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.